Yeah, I mean, check out this graph. Yeah, not bad. This took 5 minutes to make. Actually, the LLM, our chat made them all for me. I just said, hey, make me some cool graphs. That's time series. And it did a bunch of stuff.
Incredible.
Yeah, AWS errors by type of event source. We've got our pipeline metrics about how much data we're dropping, all that kind of stuff. Average log size over the past 2 days. Not bad for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you want to tell me about how you created these with the agent, the chat?
I can show you actually. I just kind of went in there and I said, "Hey, can you make me some cool queries that are time series and test them
Amazing.
with RunReveal's API?" It did some testing, and by the end of it, I just copy pasted these over, and they all worked.
Yeah, that's great. And soon, in not much time, we'll be able to create these directly from the chat. So you'll just have them to be able to reference inside your analytics and dashboards. So that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited that you're not a real data product until you have dashboard support. And I'm really excited that we support making your own custom dashboards. And it's never easy making this kind of software. There's so many things, usability things that are hard about it, but we decided, you know what? It's pretty good. A robot can help you make your dashboards. And so we just wanted to get it out there so our customers could use them.
Yeah. I don't think there's any time I've used a dashboarding product where I've been able to just like go and create a new useful dashboard as quickly as you just did right there. Like that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, we've used a lot of stuff. So I've used Datadog in the past. I've used Grafana. I've used Looker. I've used all kinds of products. And it's never easy. It's always, there's always nuances and whatnot to the way that the products
Yeah.
work.
Got to understand the data model. You've got to understand what data you have available. You got to know what you're actually going to like look at and find useful. And all of that stuff takes a lot of time and nuance. And uh, eventually I just end up spending all my time like pushing bits to one side or the other. And like Grafana, you have ultimate flexibility. And in Datadog, like one thing Datadog does well is they like just give you the graph and don't give you a whole lot of flexibility in how you can display it. And I think taking those two as inspiration and kind of finding out the nice middle ground is how we kind of came up with what we thought was valuable in our analytics products. So I'm really happy with how it's coming together now. And this is one of the releases that I've been most excited about, most had the most anticipation for. We are strong believers that you should ship something and get feedback from customers before, you know, before it's perfect. And with your customer support involved in the product lifecycle, I think you can get a lot better product in the end. So.
I will say also that before we had this kind of thing built into our product, I used to maybe if you rewind 5 years ago, I would say that, oh, you don't need dashboards. I mean, it's dashboards. What are those going to help you with? It's just, for your CISO to look at and really shiny demoware. But then there is a lot of things that when you're looking at raw data, it it all just looks like the matrix of ones and zeros going across the screen. But as soon as you have it as a dashboard, and you can really see big changes, spikes, decreases in certain
Yeah.
types of things. And so it is really important.
Yeah, I like to say that you really can't defend against that what you can't see. So like logs are kind of the original observability product when you think about how computing evolved with observability. And the first program anybody ever writes is like hello world. And if we can take those logs, process them, create some sense out of them, then we can generate like dashboards that are much more usable and insightful than you might get just like processing only metrics or only traces. And with like our structured data support inside the sources and having those like parsed and normalized in a way that's easy to query, You can actually create some pretty sophisticated and interesting dashboards for security analysts, for your CISOs, and just for the rest of the company to really understand what's going on inside your environment. So really excited to see where it goes.
And it doesn't hurt that they look nice.
Yes, and they do look nice. I'm really happy with how they turned out.